Hey everybody, it's your old buddy Bill, and times have been good for old Bill lately. I've got a sweet new gig down outside the 7-Eleven. I just sling this sign around 12 hours a day for about, pulls in some pretty good bread in my opinion, and I'm here to tell you that you're about to hear some pretty explicit words on this podcast, and if you go back and listen to older episodes, you might hear a few things here and there, maybe about me, maybe about other things, and I just want to let everybody know that they're pretty much not true. I've checked, I've listened to them, I've checked my bank records, I've checked my journals, and I have no memory of any of this stuff happening. To quote the great philosopher Ronald Reagan, I don't recall. I just don't recall it. And so it'd be really cool if you actually didn't listen at all. Because I don't want to get back to Mr. 11, where I work, or Mrs. 11. Okay, I haven't checked. Could be both, could be neither. Who knows? So, anyway, you got it.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the latest and greatest installment of Go Folk Yourself, an American podcast. Back again for the very first time. About the third time. And
yeah, that checked out.
Hope you guys are ready, because we're coming to you live from sunny Orlando, Florida. From the internet being, of course, where we are from. Anyway, we're talking about this great state of Arkansas, also known as God's country today.
It isn't. It's not known as
It is certainly
Arkansas.
Arkansas.
Arkansas, your Kansas, who's ever.
Who's ever is
God.
Kansas.
Nick is, for some reason, recording with us tonight.
Yep, that's great.
So, good luck, everybody.
Sorry, Dad.
We're in our brand new studio headquarters. Don't know if you can hear all that, guys, but that's all the new recording equipment that we have.
Yeah, we dumped a lot of money.
Yeah, a lot of my parents' money went into making this show.
Yeah, Brett spent a lot, and you know what? That was tough because it was in a trust. He wasn't supposed to be able to touch it.
I know.
But he found a lawyer who found a way around it.
We're
That's
in
right.
dozens of dollars in debt.
Exactly. $36.
But that's why we have Patreon. They bailed us out.
Patreon. Yeah.
We have one. It's on patreon.com/ the right direction. Patreon.com/ Go Folk Yourself podcast.
Yeah, there's stickers and buttons now.
Yeah.
So
good luck.
Now
big
there's
deal.
actually a reason beyond just saying you like us.
Yeah.
We're like a
Because
real
we like
podcast.
You. We like you back.
Yeah, well, sort of.
Some of you.
We did lose that teacher.
That damn sexy teacher.
We
who
lost
never talked to him.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
we lost him, and I think it's because Brett doxed him repeatedly. In the
That might have been
fucking
I don't
show.
care. My name is Brett, and your name is Jude. And we would have been BJ. We would have been BJ together, all right?
No, you're
Come
right.
on.
If he was lucky.
Like the brew house.
This will bring in more fans.
Brett stalked him on the internet
Give
so
us
much
money, and
that
then we'll stalk you.
Yeah.
he decided to stop paying us because I stalked him.
If it makes you feel any better, those of you who are our patrons, we don't stalk all of them.
Yep. Because we at least engage with you in Discord to where Brett doesn't need to stalk you.
Yeah,
That's right.
like you're not silent. Yeah, Jude, you would have been welcomed in the Discord.
You could have had fun in there.
Yeah,
You
we
could have
talk
given
about
yourself a
Brexit
nickname.
a lot.
A lot.
We do.
Red Dead, a lot.
A lot.
Yeah?
Yeah, we had that for a while. And then, just general, there's a lot of cat and dog photos being exchanged.
Yeah, we all have cats and dogs.
Mainly
Every one of
because
us.
our esteemed show artist, Jessica Grieving, does amazing pet portraiture. So
She
anyone
does.
ever needs a pet portrait, Jessica Grieving, look her up
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
the Instagrams.
We once had a very lively discussion about what our what our pets' favorite characters from Game of Thrones would be.
Aw.
And you guys could all participate in that too for the low price of $1.
Yeah.
Interestingly enough, my cats all love the High Sparrow.
Really?
They were
Weird.
big fans.
Big religious fanatics in your
Oh
household.
no, they just heard Sparrow. And they wanted to catch
I was
the
gonna
bird.
say, like, I assume
the
Ted
bird.
loves the Hound.
Ted loves the Hound.
Oh, my
And
God.
all the chickens he eats. Ted's like, fuck yeah, same, dude.
Ted and our cat Zeppelin would really get along because that's
Yeah.
his favorite character too.
Ted does legitimately love the Hound. It's now that you bring it up, it is weird.
He's
Yeah.
a great character.
He is.
He think he's the bad guy, but he's not.
He's the hero.
I think so.
He's the Zora's Eye or whatever the fuck it is.
I don't think he's Azor
What is
Ahai.
that? Did I say it right?
You did, but I don't think it's him.
Fire
I think
Lord
Jaime Lannister
Ozai.
is
You think
Azor
Jaime-
Ahai.
No,
What?
he's gonna die.
What a
Yeah, he is
twist.
gonna die.
He's gonna die first of the big characters. Prediction
No.
right there.
He's gonna die first out of the big character.
because he has to kill Cersei.
Welcome
You
to
think
Game of
so?
Thrones
He has
cast.
to fulfill that prophecy. Because
Wait,
she's
yeah.
convinced the brother's going to kill her, and I think she's always thought it's Tyrion. I think the surprise is that it's Jaime.
I think
Oh.
Ned Stark's gonna die first. I'm only on the second episode.
There's
I'm getting caught up.
Old
caught up.
Steen Bean doesn't look
Pretty
like he's logged for this.
pretty
role.
sure Bran might die.
Yeah.
He fell from a window.
Yeah,
That's a
Window.
long way to fall.
That's,
Yeah.
I'd be surprised if he makes it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Jamie and his wife Cersei, right? That's what it.
I think
that's
I'd
what they-
follow, but anyway,
Anyway, I'm still kind of new to this whole thing.
where's the throne, by
Yeah.
the way, and what games do they play?
Wait,
on it?
is it Monopoly?
Is it chess?
It's chess.
I
it's
bet
medieval.
that's the game.
It's set in medieval times.
The medieval game is chess.
This episode brought to you by medieval times.
Chess.
Here in Orlando, Florida.
Medieval times, chess night.
Chess
where a night can be a night to remember.
chess night.
Yeah. Chess
Spelled
night
K.
with
It
a
was
so
K.
good.
Yeah.
Nobody else heard it, but it was great.
I appreciate that.
It was so good.
I missed it. I'm
My
sorry.
plug for medieval times. And
Well,
I guess
you're not
just
gonna
have to
get
listen
it.
to the fucking episode.
You know Ethan doesn't do that.
No,
You can't ask
no.
of him.
Oh,
I
are you
wouldn't
kidding
want to
me?
ask him too much. You know?
I lived it.
As I am now the new music guy, I will do the listening.
That's right.
That's good. We're
Yeah.
going to need that. So when we say Victor play the jingle, we are going to be meaning Dan play the jingle.
Boo-doo-boo.
Wow. Look at that.
Jingle number one.
Give me a rim shot. I meant give me a rim shot. Sorry.
All right. So what are we talking about?
We're talking about
Kansas.
Arkansas. Arkansas.
Oh.
Yeah.
The subreddit about the famed state, Kansas.
You sent this as a voice memo, and I don't know why you didn't think it was confusing to say, hey guys, Arkansas episode.
Yeah.
Right.
What's the problem with that?
Because I'd researched Kansas.
Our Kansas episode.
Yeah.
Yes, a Kansas episode.
Our Kansas. That's
If
how
you meant
say the state.
Arkansas, it's Arkansas.
No, my dad's from there. He says Arkansas.
That's true. I've heard that.
So I'm useless today. I've got nothing.
Oh,
I've got.
okay.
You want some Kansas facts?
So a typical
No.
episode with Dan is what you're saying.
Great. Flying
got
by the
Kansas.
seat of our pants, doing God's know what. Here it comes, everybody.
Arkansas.
Whoa, wait!
Okay.
I just realized something. God's country.
Yeah.
Are you putting the apostrophe before the S or after the S?
Yes.
After the S.
Wow, I like it more.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's edgy, right?
Wow.
Yeah. Out of one many gods.
For those of you who don't understand the syntax of that, we have a doctor professor here to explain.
yeah,
Yeah.
what does that mean,
So
Doctor?
it actually means the same thing. You can do whichever one you want. It's interchangeable.
Finally.
It's like whom versus who.
That
you
is
just
a
swap
direct
it.
answer from an English doctor professor.
Yeah, I'm a doctor
They're-
Well, he
professor.
They
speaks
are
English.
all the
Yeah.
same.
All the same. They're interchangeable.
I before E whenever you want.
I before E, except when you don't. That's the rule.
And everyone knows inflammable means fireproof.
highly,
Yeah, exactly.
highly
Throw
fire.
fire on
Inflammable.
it.
Inflammable.
Infamous, flammable, famous people.
It's infamous or out of famous. You pick one.
Yeah,
Famous flammants.
out famous.
I love it. Thank you for the grammar lesson.
You're well. You know
You're a
what?
real like walking, talking Grammarly.
I am.
This episode brought to you by Grammarly.
Grammarly.
It's an app.
It's an app for your grammars.
It's an
That's
app that
right.
you can run on your web browser. 'Cause
Mike-
that doesn't seem fucking shitty and like early 2000s enough.
Like
Right,
it's
put it
definitely
right-
not stealing your data.
Right?
Put it right next to your Yahoo search thing and ask
Put it next to
Jeeves.
the Ask Jeeves button.
Yeah, Grammarly. We're like Ask Jeeves, but like
For talk.
cooler
Grammarly.
for talking.
Grammarly. We're spell check, which your computer does on its own.
So true. I saw the other day someone printed off a thing of a screenshot they took in Word because they're a monster.
Why would they do that?
Because they don't understand computers because they're 1,000 years old. And they
Not that
left
we're
the little
ageist.
red squiggles under one of the words, and it's on the poster. Yeah.
That angers me.
Wow, they made
Yeah.
a poster out of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, but maybe they were trying to underline that word.
I think that's what they think it is.
Also, that's what upsets me so much about, let's just say, the president's
Yeah.
tweets.
Yeah.
Because when he misspells a word, I'm sorry, your autocorrect did not let you write hamburgers,
No.
right? Like,
No.
it didn't happen.
It
No,
means
it
that
didn't.
he's had to have written hamburger so many times that it learned that that's what the word is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or he was just like, fuck it, I'm going to make you learn hamburger.
No, but it
I
would have
bet
just
that's what
switched
it
to
is.
hamburger on its own.
Yeah?
Yeah, they've done the work for you. They being the robots.
Yeah, the machine.
They'll
Yeah.
just
The
change it
Terminator.
now instead of telling you.
I'm going to write hamburger in my phone right now.
Okay.
It just leaves it because it's a town in Germany.
Is this even topical anymore? Is this even funny in the news
All right,
cycle?
to be fair, I
currently?
wrote hamburger, and it thinks I wanted to write ham reserve.
Yeah,
So-
that's where we keep all of this, the
Oh,
nation's
nope.
ham.
Autocorrect popped up. Hamburger.
Boom.
Did you know
Boom.
that the National
Now I
Ham
made it an
Reserve is in
emoji.
Arkansas?
Really?
It's
Yeah,
not.
wait. Should
but
we? Oh,
the
boom.
community of Mountain View in Arkansas is
Yeah.
called the folk capital of America.
Wow, look at that. The
Wow.
folk capital of America.
Because they got the nicest folk there.
The nicest
I'll tell you,
folk.
the folk there are just
Just
the
so
sweetest.
The fair folk.
Bless
live there.
their hearts.
What?
It's
Elrond?
mostly because they preserve the pioneer way of life and put it on display for visitors at the Ozarks Folk Center State Park from March through October.
Now, hang
know,
on. Hold on.
We've
No,
got that too down here.
I think that's just called Civil War reenactments. But,
Oh.
no, hang on. Because Arkansas,
Yeah.
their pioneer way, they were the pioneers of backwoods fights.
Yeah.
Like, that was their
Right.
pioneer way, was the you fist fight until you either kill the person or remove one of their eyeballs. That's the only way you win.
Why would you do that?
Yeah.
What
That
kind
was
of
entertainment.
bored shit do you get up to?
If I'm not mistaken, do you know who was really a really good backwoods fighter and never lost his eye and never lost?
Sam Walton,
Boone?
founder
Boone.
of
Yeah,
Walmart
Daniel
stores.
Daniel Boone.
Daniel Boone.
Fucking Walmart CEO.
He's from Arkansas.
Yeah, and he's a backwoods fighter.
Bill Clinton.
Bill Clinton.
Backwoods
Clinton
fighter.
also from
Fact.
I'll notice both eyes.
Yeah.
Still
Yeah.
there.
There you
Uh-huh.
go.
Maybe
Just
one's
saying.
glass. I don't know.
Maybe they're both glass.
That's how he didn't know it was Monica.
Actually,
I do feel really bad
no,
for that.
yeah,
I really do. That is not a joke. Like she has, I think in general, like not a joke. to
you
be
just
made.
you just Jay Leno'd.
Yeah,
I sure did.
Way to go, Jay.
Yeah,
Leno.
way
So, what's the deal?
way
with-
too slut shame.
I did not
a
slut
young
shame.
woman.
Yeah,
She's
someone
not a young
who is
woman
a
anymore.
Person of vulnerability next to the most powerful man in the world. God damn it, Nick.
I wouldn't even say I'm vulnerable. I would do it willingly.
Yeah.
He's the fucking president.
Yeah, which she probably did too, and then had her entire life torn to shreds.
No,
Yeah.
it is hot garbage what has happened.
Well, this is fun.
This
Wow,
is good.
dark. So,
So we'll take a quick turn. Did you know the apple blossom is the official state flower? It was designated as so in 1901.
that's a very
1901.
pleasant state flower.
Yeah,
It is.
I love
and
it.
yet their state beverage is milk.
I knew it.
What is that apple
All
juice?
of these fucking
Dude, I'm
flyover
telling
states
you,
are milk.
Big Dairy has a
Yeah.
hold on these states. We really need to like look into that.
I
The
would
data-
be
or the
willing to
dairy
bet that that's
lobbyists.
the case.
Well,
telling you.
the government used to subsidize milk.
They still do.
What?
That's why cheese is in everything and is so cheap to buy.
Cheese
because
is
they
great.
subsidize the dairy
Jesus
farmers.
Christ.
They have all this milk, and nobody's drinking all that milk, so
Right.
it gets turned into cheese.
So then they hire Michael Bay to make a commercial. Boom, Got Milk is born.
Michael Bay did that?
Yeah, that first Got Milk commercial was Michael Bay.
Michael.
Remember the one
Bay?
where all the
Of
cheese exploded?
Transformers?
Yeah, the one that
Which
with the
Where all the cheese exploded?
boom.
Did you know that Michael Bay directed Armageddon?
I did know that.
Yeah, did you know he also directed The Rock?
I did not know that.
He directed The
needs a
Rock.
director.
Wow. The winners go home to fuck the prom queen, The Rock, the greatest line ever delivered by Nicolas Cage.
I thought that
Oh, wait,
was
that was Sean Connery.
Bees! They're in my eyes!
That's from Wicker Man, right? Yeah, classic.
Remake, original Wicker Man,
Classic.
stellar film.
Is
Great
it?
film.
Oh,
Yes. Oh,
phenomenal
yeah.
film.
One of the best horror films I've ever
I'm
watched.
gonna double feature both Wicker
Don't.
Mans.
Just
You
watch
should.
the first one.
Here, I'll give
I'll
you
just
a good,
watch that twice.
I'll give you a good charcuterie board pairing of horror
yeah,
movies.
great term.
Watch The Wicker Man, original, and then watch The Apostle on Netflix.
Who needs Netflix
Very
when he can
similar.
tell you what to
Really?
Very similar movies.
And then when
Very
you're
good in
done,
both ways.
watch Sleepaway Camp.
Yeah.
That's just a great movie. If you like horror films, that's a fun one.
I've not seen any of these.
It's like Friday the 13th if the twist made sense.
I thought that the twist in Friday the 13th made a lot of sense.
You know, isn't it crazy?
He was there and died, maybe, and his mom was there.
They're killing counselors
because they were sexy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that Friday the 13th?
That's Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
Huh.
She hates that they're having sex because they were having sex the night her son drowned.
Right.
That's why
Then
you
her
can't
son
do it.
came back from the dead
Yeah.
for some reason.
Now, he wore a bag in the first one, right?
Second one.
Oh, okay.
He wasn't in the first one.
His
She
mother
was in the
was
first
one. Yeah.
I haven't seen.
Pretending to be him somehow.
I haven't seen
Actually,
Friday
she might
the
have been wearing
13th.
a bag in the first one now that I say
That
it.
sounds like a Scooby-Doo ending.
It sure was.
Like, it's like, oh, it's Jason's mammy.
And we know what happened to Hanna-Barbera. They fucking died, so we let that go.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
What has Hanna-Barbera got left? Scooby-Doo?
Yeah.
Fuck
Those
'em.
movies, that meme's popular right now.
Yeah,
Or at least it was
Shaggy
like a week,
was
a
popular.
week
Are
ago.
they going to bring back wacky races? Or
No.
No? All right.
Although I was watching it on Boomerang, it doesn't hold up.
It doesn't? All right.
It doesn't really hold
I
up.
don't know
won't
why
watch it
you'd
then.
make a show out of that, to be quite honest.
Because I think a Mad World came out, like Cannonball Run came out. Was
Yeah.
that the same?
Yeah, around the same
Racing
era.
was
All right,
cool.
was that
Sorry,
a thing?
you might not know Mad World. It was Rat Race, but at in the 70s.
Got it. No, I have no idea.
Really,
what that is.
Rat Race.
Are you talking about Mad World, the song from Donnie Darko?
No.
Yes.
Yes, that's same thing. That's
actually-
the
that's the
theme.
one
That was my exact reference.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
Got
Does
it.
Donnie Darko have anything to do with Arkansas?
No, honestly, there's not a whole lot of good segues here.
Wow.
But I can tell you that the Buffalo River is one of the few remaining unpolluted, free-flowing rivers in the lower 48.
We can
Well,
change that.
We'll get there. We're
Yeah.
gonna, you know what?
It's just
Never
because
say
nobody
never.
probably
Almost
knew about
there.
the state.
Yeah.
So we'll find it and we'll pollute it.
Yeah.
We'll find a way.
I think we should frack there.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Is that how fracking works?
Think about all the
I'm
oil
still not
that
entirely
could
sure.
possibly be under it.
It could be there.
And the only one way to find out
Is to destroy the
Pillage
very
it.
Drill,
bedrock
baby, drill.
itself.
The very That's true, because that is what fracking is.
Yeah.
It's so dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like whoever
Ugh.
thought that was a good idea
Yeah.
is like, well, what if, work with me on this.
Yeah.
What if we destroyed the very earth itself? Huh?
Huh? What do you guys think?
You got those people in Europe trying to put a black hole on Earth. I don't think it's so bad to just destroy our foundation.
What if
Yeah.
we just destroy it?
What if, and work with me on this one, I'm just workshopping here, the whole crust collapsed and we live below ground.
Oh,
You guys,
subterranean lake.
You guys ever read that book, Time Machine?
Yeah, that, but no time travel.
No time travel. Well, we could live underground and eventually develop our other senses
Yeah.
as our sight slowly fades.
You know,
thought about
4
that?
to 6 generations from now, we'll all be seeing fine in
Yeah.
a grayscale.
Yeah.
It'll be great.
and we'll be dead by then. So
It'll
who
be
gives a
like-
shit?
It might be a little green.
Maybe. Who
can't
knows?
know.
We'll have Vince Diesel's vision from the movie Pitch Black. Okay?
It's going to be great.
Yeah.
Y'all, I think you're really going to like it.
No.
What other fun facts about Arkansas do you have?
Roll Tide.
I know
Roll
that
Tide.
Johnny Cash was born in Kingsland.
Didn't know that one.
Wow, the boy named Sue himself.
Yep.
Himself.
Was born in
Joel
Arkansas.
Silverstein.
It's mostly about land, as you can imagine, because it is
Everything
a big,
is about land.
Yeah, it's a big flyover guy.
Uh-huh.
They have the most number of national state parks.
Wow.
They also
So have
the
you been?
biggest-
No.
What the fuck are you doing?
They have the most number of state parks.
Oh, you only do
state.
national
Oh,
parks.
I don't
sorry.
fuck with those.
Sorry. That's disgusting.
Just kidding. State parks are pretty great.
Shut up.
depending on, all right, go ahead.
I think most importantly, above anything else, the World Championship Duck Calling Contest is held annually in Stuttgart, Arkansas, not Stuttgart, Germany. If you go there, you'll not be calling ducks.
Right.
Got it, because
What
they don't
will
have
you-
ducks there.
What will you be calling?
Can't do a duck call.
Quack.
Quack.
Quack. That's
So,
a dramatic duck.
Howard the Duck. I drink martinis.
that's funny. Ducks don't normally do that.
Remember when Howard the
Remember when George Lucas thought, I want to start Marvel films with Howard the Duck?
Oh, fuck that movie.
And
I
Leah
think
Thompson.
That was probably the whole premise of the movie. Was,
I really
that's
want
funny. Ducks don't do that.
I
Okay.
really want a duck Muppet that's going to grope a woman's chest.
Does that happen in that
Yes.
movie? That's
Yeah.
creepy.
and it's Marty McFly's mom, I
Yep.
believe.
Yeah.
yeah, well, I get that, but that's
Yeah,
frightening.
it's really creepy.
Yeah.
Does he say if they're natural or augmented?
I don't know. I think jury's still out on that one. Although
Because
she was in the
Arkansas-
50s.
Oh, of course. Arkansas is officially known as the natural state.
Oh, goddamn bad
okay.
sick.
Go ahead and
Well,
unplug his mic real quick.
take him
if you
off
just-
the-
Well,
I understand
we're
that.
actually going to end the show forever.
We actually retired here right now.
So,
thank you
thanks,
all for
everyone.
listening.
Show's
we
over,
appreciate
folks.
everything. Please enjoy the next hour and 10 minutes of silence.
You didn't like that diamond?
Hour and 10 minutes of silence.
I'm just saying the diamond's the official stage
So, have any of you guys ever been to Arkansas before?
No.
Nah, I can't say. I
Have you ever been to?
Well, if Ethan's not been there, then we haven't been
I've
there.
been to Arkansas many times.
Wow.
Never met.
What you
Why?
doing? Oh, well, that's right. Your dad's from Arkansas.
You
That's
got
right.
kin
My
there.
father is from Arkansas.
Your old Pappy Brett.
Yeah, Byron. Is
Wow.
Your
from there.
father's an Arkansan, which
He's
is what
an
they call
Does
people
he-
from Arkansas.
Does he
That's
like
correct.
it?
He loves Arkansas.
Yeah?
Arkansas is beautiful.
Is
It's
it?
one of the most.
It feels untouched
It does
because no one would want to live there.
I've
No, they
always,
don't.
Roasted.
I've always heard that Arkansas. I've always heard jokes about Arkansas.
like what?
Like,
Arkan came, Arkansas,
Like-
Arkan left.
damn,
Good one.
that's a really good one. I've always heard the joke. I'm gonna fuck this up, but you know, the Alabama thanks God every day that Arkansas is there, so that they're not in the bottom running of dumbest states. And Arkansas thanks
That was a really bad
Mississippi.
Yeah.
yeah, I know.
joke. And I heard that, that Alabama
I
thanks
fucked
God
up the
every
joke.
day.
I
Thanks
heard that-
Christian God. that
I heard
Arkansas
Alabama
exists.
sleeps with its cousin. Thank God we're not them.
Hey, that's about it for me, guys.
Ethan is also retiring.
It really is a beautiful place.
I've not heard that,
it is-
but that's good.
Oh, well, no. So here's one thing, though. I will say about Arkansas.
Yeah.
If you have not tried the meth from Arkansas, you haven't lived.
That's right. Ozark is set in Arkansas.
Wait, is it?
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Oh, damn. I was really excited.
Well, the Ozark Mountains are near there, so I
True.
would assume that
Yeah.
it's nearby.
Well, that's, you know what? Good. I'm glad someone's been to Arkansas because I've always heard
Yeah,
that
it's
it
beautiful.
sucks. But that's,
Well, it does suck. Don't get me wrong,
Oh,
but it's
okay.
beautiful forest land that has like mountains and like flint rock everywhere.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how many cousins in Arkansas do you think were doing it?
All of them.
Okay.
Because that's fun fact here on my sheet. That is the number one pastime of the state of Arkansas is cousin doing it.
Yeah. I sent it to
I
him.
Googled an
it's-
Arkansas joke.
It's weird because there's an apostrophe after the N in cousin and also the N in doing. And I don't know why the first one's there.
Wow. What does a person from Arkansas? Sorry.
What do you
Are
call
you
a
like
person
looking up
from
like
Arkansas?
email forward jokes about Arkansas?
Yeah. Yes. How does a person from Arkansas hold up his pants
I don't know, Ethan. How?
with a Bible belt? Oh.
Not very well because they live below the poverty line.
Here's one. Why did OJ? This one's topical. Why did OJ Simpson want to move to Arkansas?
Wait, that's topical? Wasn't that like 30 years ago?
This was like written in the 90s.
Because everyone has the same DNA.
Oh.
Hey, what do you get when you have 32 Arkansans in the same room?
What?
A full set of teeth.
Oh!
I thought you were going to say family reunion.
Zing.
Well, you guys are literally just, you've got the Arkansas jokes on point here tonight.
Thank
guys.
you.
Hey, what do University of Arkansas grads use for birth control?
What?
Pull out method?
Their personalities.
Oh!
Got him.
Man.
Man, there goes our listenership in Arkansas, which went from 1 to 0.
Really quick, take that, my family that
What?
still lives there that doesn't listen to this show.
Hey, why do all the trees in Louisiana lean north?
To get away from Arkansas?
Because Arkansas sucks.
That one's actually pretty good.
Damn, these are good jokes. All right.
Yeah, it is right by Louisiana. I can vouch for that. I have flown into Louisiana to drive
Wow.
to Arkansas many
What?
times.
Isn't that
I,
crazy? Do you ever think other countries are like would you fly into like Switzerland to get to fucking Denmark?
No, that's because other countries and continents have better transportation.
Right.
They have trains.
That's right.
So they don't need to
Are
do
we a
that.
third world country?
We're getting.
I think we
What-
might.
They would tell us, right?
Let's
think
be
they'd
real,
be
probably
obligated.
second at this point.
Yeah, we're a
Right?
second world country.
You think so?
We're up there with Brazil, I think.
Oh,
What with their armored cars and bars on the windows
Right.
to
And
stop you from...
favelas.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, and fascist presidents. Oh,
Oh,
hey-o.
Yeah.
Take that. Arkansas.
All right, so let's talk about some. Are we ready to transition? To
Well, let's do
folklore?
a commercial.
Yeah, we'll do a
okay.
commercial break.
All right.
Quick commercial break, and then we'll come back with some spooky stories.
Hear ye, 'tis I, the town crier from medieval times, Little Rock, Arkansas. Come one, come all, lords and ladies, to the trial of chairs. That is our fair use policy in describing our weekly event that happens to coincide with a television release later on in the month. Do you think that you have what it takes to sit upon the chair of steel and be the next queen or king of Westerland? We have Bersay Bannister, the evil queen of Queen's Landing, here with her right-hand man, the wolf. They will put on a sword and shield spectacle against the hill, his evil stepbrother. You will find yourself thrilled and chilled as the Knight of the North, Rob Clark, that's his name. That's right, yes, it's different than what you thought it would be. He is the Wolf Knight from beyond the wall, but not like a large wall. It's a wall that designates two border territories. And then there be dragons here, lords and ladies, but like the kind from China. There, well, you know what I'm talking about when I say that. It's the one with the droopy mustache and the bunch of men that run around under a sheet. That's what we have, circling the chair of steel. Who will win and who will die? Will we have the little person? We call him that. It's fine. It's fine. He may win. Perhaps it'll be the bald fat guy. Lord Barris. With a B, not a V. I said a B, clearly. And maybe none of them win. Maybe it's a contender from the crowd. Maybe it's your son or daughter who will sit upon the chair of steel here at the trial of chairs at the Little Rock Medieval Times.
Little Rock Medieval Times. Take a left at the light and just keep heading until you find the only building in Arkansas.
It looks like a castle. All right, that was a message from our sponsors, and definitely not something that we made up.
Never is.
Never is. Always is corporate dark money coming directly to this podcast.
You're welcome, everyone. Do you know what I have to do for those?
We have to vote for the gun lobby every
Yep.
single time.
Unfortunately, we have signed our voice over to the NRA, and you know what? I'm just going to say it. There's no Russians in the NRA.
Everyone knows
Guys.
that.
That'd be crazy.
Guys.
It's like we said it at the last meeting where we were spokespeople. The NRA is okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right?
Okay.
It rhymes.
Yeah.
If you take your kid hunting, you won't have to worry about what is the thing.
No, hold on. Let me go back to the.
Sure.
That guy was on stage and he was like, "If you take your kid hunting,
Yeah.
your the scary bullet is bullet not in head. I can't remember.
Yeah. What accent was he?
I'm pretty sure that was.
Arkansas.
Yeah, that was Arkansas.
That's
Yeah.
like deep Ozark.
He
Arkansas.
said, he said he was from the snowy Ozarks of
Yeah.
Arkansas.
We
Yeah,
did
that's-
the Snowy Mountains at minimum.
Yeah.
I
I just assumed Arkansas. That's where the meeting
What was his name? Dimitri?
think it was Dimitri Smith.
We should email him and see.
I'm
Dimitri
from Colorado.
Yeah, he had that weird
That's
email.
what it
It was
was.
like at gmail.ru.
Well, it had
Yeah.
like a B that was backwards. I don't know how to type backwards. I got
You
to.
just flip your keyboard over.
We'll just
Oh,
copy
okay, that's it.
yeah.
That's it. Yeah. Anyway.
So that's right.
We don't need to worry about that.
You just have to hold down the B key while you flip your iPhone, and
Yeah.
the B will flip over.
It
Yeah.
knows.
What?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
know that.
yeah,
That's how you switch to the Russian.
Fun
alphabet.
fact.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you just.
That's Cyrillic. That's how they
Really?
taught the Bible.
wow. No
I
kidding.
mean, not wrong.
yeah.
Wow.
Fun Russia fact. I
Yeah,
guess.
right? I guess. Who was looking for that one? Everyone that listens to this show, I guess.
If you're listening in Russia, can you message us? Because I got so many questions about what life is like there.
I follow
is
the
cold.
subreddit Normal Day in Russia.
Yeah.
Is it a normal day in Russia, or is it
I wake
not?
up in morning, go to embassy, hack America, and it's done.
I feel like Russia man and Florida man pretty much
Pretty
same guy,
similar.
different biome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
little bit
Yeah.
fewer alligators, but pretty much same thing.
No, they're
Yeah.
still the same alligators.
Well, no, those are crocodiles
No.
because they see you in a while.
Florida gators, they migrate to Russia every winter.
So bad, Nick. Tell
So,
me a story.
Oh, yeah.
Sing us a song, piano man.
What do you got,
So
Ethan?
I've got a story for you guys. Have you heard of a river monster
No.
in Arkansas?
I've never.
The
what's a
Loch
ri-
Ness?
hold on. What's a river? Like.
The river.
It's like a long lake.
Oh, got it.
yeah,
It
it's the
moves.
really thin, long lake that moves.
Aspect ratio was messed up, so it's.
Yeah,
Yeah,
normally you
guys.
watch it in the stretched 4x3.
Yeah.
You need to
Yeah.
watch it on widescreen.
It's
Got it.
Yeah.
the lake hamburger, river hot dog in terms of folding.
Right.
Got it. Hamburger and hot.
I'm going to
dog.
take a real quick detour. That screwed me up when I moved to Florida because that's not a thing in New York. They don't say fold your paper hamburger style because I've never folded something to eat a hamburger.
So I've never heard that term before.
You've
in my
never
life.
heard
I've
that?
heard that. Yeah, man.
Thank you.
Never
Thank
in my
you.
life have I
Okay,
heard it.
show of hands. Public school education in the state of Florida.
Oh,
Ethan and Brett.
elementary
I
school.
I did in high school.
Yeah.
Elementary school, but then middle and high school, I was a little too bougie for that.
Ooh,
Yeah, that's
wow.
fine. So maybe
Were
that's,
you in advanced classes?
I was in advanced classes.
I was with the normies.
Oh, I was.
It was pretty cool. We watched Last of the Mohicans instead of reading the book.
That
Daniel
explains-
Day-Lewis.
That explains why you got a degree in music.
Oh yeah,
That's,
yeah. Most deaf.
But because Brett, he went
Wait,
for
most
the
deaf was in Last of the
highfalutin
Mohicans?
art history.
That's right. I am a blast
See-
at parties and museums.
See, if I was not in music class, I would have been a juggalo because that's what happened to all of my friends who didn't go into music.
What are your feelings on Fago?
Okay, first
On
of
Fago,
all,
it's fine.
I have a
delicious.
question.
Yeah.
What would your juggalo name be?
Probably MC Juggle Bunny or whatever.
MC Juggle Bunny.
Yeah.
I didn't,
Juggle Bunny, I
I
like
didn't
it.
have you pegged as an MC Juggle
Yeah,
Bunny.
thank
I'm going to
you.
get you one of those bicycle license plates that says that for Christmas.
Please do.
I would just be called Doink.
Doink. is
Oh, that's
name.
a good one.
But that's
Like-
because I love the wrestler, the clown wrestler, Doink.
I will.
WWF fame.
I will say that all of my friends that became juggalos,
Are no longer your friends.
Are they
Are-
happy? Because
Yes.
they all seem pretty
they
happy.
they all most of them live in trailer parks, I think, and they are like managers at like a Dollar General or something, and they're all perfectly nice people.
Yeah.
They're all super cool. They're
They
super
probably
nice.
just get excited to go to the show.
That's what
I get that.
That's
There's
what
a
I've
band they like. What's the difference between a juggalo and a fish fan? Like,
Yeah.
right? Like these people toured the country following this weed.
Weed.
I know.
Yeah.
A big difference.
I feel like that's the same.
no.
No?
Juggalos are surprising. There's a really surprising intersection between juggalos and straight edge.
Yes,
No way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
It-
X is on the
they
hands.
drink-
My body is a
That's
temple.
why. That's
Yeah.
why Fago is like the joke is because they all drink Fago.
Yeah.
And they
Fun
don't.
fact,
they're
it's
addicted
worse
alcohol.
for them than alcohol.
They're addicted to
really.
sugar, not.
You don't.
Now
Yeah.
they will do stupid shit. Like there is the warning for anybody who is disturbed by graphic images. There's no way to describe this without it being fucking disturbing.
I really thought you were going to like warning. This is a juggalo story.
this is a juggalo story.
like a trigger warning.
There was the person who cut off their own nipple for $5, and then for the rest of that music festival, people kept passing it around and like putting it on their head and taking pictures with it, or putting
remember
it in their
that
mouth,
story.
taking pictures of it.
Wouldn't want to do that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to try that rubbery
Yeah.
pepperoni. I don't need that in my life.
Anyway-
I bring my own with me.
Anyway, yeah, juggalos. It's weird. I was friends with them in middle school, and then they didn't join band.
But
and-
then like the goth surgeons happened, like the trip pants, right? Like that's what kind of undid the juggalo surge.
Yeah.
Was at the same time like goth really came in as well. So,
Yeah.
like, people who were looking for a crowd to fit into
yeah.
could either go ICP or Evanescence.
Yeah.
right? Like,
Or
you had-
NXS.
that's more the 80s.
Yeah.
but all the goths at my school liked that one.
But
a lot.
NXS is
got
really
I don't
good.
You had
think
retro
Lula got
goths.
new music
Wow.
past the 80s.
That's probably accurate.
It's just the same cassette tape for NXS
They're
being
like,
passed
"Wha-
around.
They're like, wait, Reagan's not president? No, we're done with
no,
all
I'm
of
out.
this.
Then I will
Forward
vote
pass.
for Reagan and no one else.
Yeah. So the White River Monster
Oh,
of Arkansas.
the Loch Ness of Arkansas.
It's one of Arkansas's.
And it's just called the White River Monster.
It's called Whitey.
Oh, dark.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Sightings.
Well, probably
been-
not dark.
I am afraid of Whitey. If I have to.
Well,
just
who
put it
isn't?
out
We're
there.
crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
So if you're ever any of our Arkansas followers, if you're ever near Newport in Jackson County, go
where
to
they make the cigarettes?
That's right. Go to the
Newport.
White River,
As they say in The Wire.
where the monster has appeared several times and has become a local legend. and in my opinion, international legend.
You know what?
Yeah.
But here's the problem.
Yeah.
Here's my problem with lake
Right.
monsters.
What? You don't like
This
lake
is a river
monsters?
monster.
I don't. River monster, lake monster.
Now remember,
He
it's,
doesn't like
it's
water
hot
monsters.
dog,
Ham-
not hamburger.
That's what I thought. I was thinking. I thought hamburger. It was
Yeah.
hot dog. Why are there no pictures of the fucking lake monster if it's so
Because they're
easy
underwater.
to point- Come on.
you know
Cameras
how
aren't
hard-
waterproof.
We have underwater
Arkansas is still
cameras.
working on photography. So
My
Wait,
GoPro
what do you mean we don't
died.
need a dark room no more?
You don't
What?
get a lot of like modern lake monsters. You get a lot of like early 20th century, late 19th century lake monsters. What time frame are we talking
So
here?
the first
Yesterday.
the first sightings of Whitey were in 2019. No, the sightings of Whitey began in 1915, and they were sporadic until 1937. Okay, but 1937 is the story I'm about
Start
to
of
tell.
World War II.
Yeah,
I was about to say like peak economic collapse and World War II.
right.
War is imminent.
Yeah.
Sierra
War is
Lord
imminent.
19 and 37. Our boys have left and the women are here. They're seeing lake monsters everywhere. Coming up next, Whitey, find out at the river.
37. No, we were still pretending the war wasn't happening.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we were
It's
too busy.
1937. Our boys are ignoring it, and so are you.
We're trying to oppress Japan to make them not a world power, which will certainly not impact us economically.
Fuck the Japs and watch the rivers.
There's been some slight issues, a kerfuffle, if you will, in Europe, but we don't think that will lead to anything.
They keep calling it a world kerfuffle. Bramlett,
Global skirmish.
Germany's Chancellor, Adolf Hitler, a fine upstanding man, said
a
there's
hell of
nothing
a
to see
mustache.
here.
hosted the Olympics. Super cool guy.
Gerald Ford went on record to say he's a fine young man, that Hitler.
So on July 1st of
Henry Ford,
1937,
not Gerald Ford.
I wasn't going to call you on it. I was going to let you have it.
I was like, we got
I
it.
was gonna
Heart's
let-
in the right place.
I was going to let Dan K walk up to you awkwardly and just be like, so hey, you said Gerald Ford?
Yeah.
Who was not a person that affiliated with Nazis as opposed to Henry Ford.
So
Who did? And
Noted
hated
Nazi.
Jews.
yeah.
So
Bramlett Bateman,
Bramlett Bateman.
owner of a
it is I,
plantation.
Bramlett Bateman of Bateman Plantations.
He's a master.
He owned
the great
Master Bateman.
I
grandsire
don't think
of
they
Jason.
took that term
Jason
anymore.
Bateman.
Jason. So
Doesn't Jason Bateman have a sister as well? I always forget her name.
Justine.
Justine Bateman.
Yeah.
yes.
Bramlett,
It sounds like a
actually.
joke. but it's
Bramblett.
not.
Yeah.
Bramlina.
So he saw the monster. He reported it as having gray skin and being as wide as a car and 3 cars long.
And
So-
in the 30s, that's a big fucking car.
That's a big car, yeah.
That's
so,
like the size of 1.5 cars.
yeah. So as news spread, construction of a huge rope net to capture the monster began. The monster had not been seen in an eddy, so a diver was brought in to search for it. However, Whitey was not captured.
A what?
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
They
didn't catch
threw
him.
a fucking rope net into their river and didn't catch a fucking monolith of a beast.
And
So we
That's-
talked to Eddie, and he said, I didn't see him.
Yeah.
He went down there to that damn river and didn't find nothing.
So,
Hey, he's a good guy, you know.
Goddamn government people dredging my goddamn river.
God damn it. So fast forward to 1971.
Ah.
The sightings began again when someone reported seeing a gray creature with a horn sticking out from its forehead.
Another economic collapse for our country.
Uh-huh.
Interesting.
Yep.
These monsters seem to be sighted around the same time that we can't afford to eat.
Yeah.
Wow, nice.
So other witnesses described it as
I guess it
having
was more the 80s.
Yeah.
It was coming.
yeah.
It was coming.
It was Nixon, so like
You're
you know.
looking at the gas crisis. Close
Yeah.
enough.
So
Yeah.
as having a spiny back 20 feet long.
Wow.
Later, a trail of 3-toed 14-inch prints were found in the White River area.
Wait, like
Like footprints.
footprints?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Crust
So-
veg.
Did
Crust.
they take pictures of those?
No,
No, we
they-
didn't think that'd be relevant. We
No.
just figured
Well,
we'd
it's
tell
not
you
the
about
actual
No,
it.
I don't know
feet.
why I would do that.
Why would anyone want a picture of a footprint? Come on, use your head for a second.
It's a footprint.
I already told you exactly what it looked like, and that's all that matters. You got
Here,
the
I,
picture.
I drew a crude drawing on this 8.5 by 11 from the office.
So
I put adhesive on the top part of this paper so I can stick it to walls. I'm not going to patent it or nothing. It's kind of nice.
So here's where the story takes a really weird turn. In 1973, the legislature of Jackson County signed into
Isn't that
law.
Missouri?
Yeah.
Okay.
Signed into law a bill creating the White River Monster Refuge along the White River.
What?
The area is located between, quote, the southern point on the river known as the Old Grand glaze.
It's always old and fucking grand.
Yeah,
in
that's
the
right.
South.
Oh,
Grand
yeah.
Fuck's sake.
Ole Opry.
Those words have become racist in my head.
Yeah.
Just
No,
because of how often it's used in context for things that are terrible.
Like the
you don't-
Opry? Is the Opry racist?
No, but
But the Grand Ole Lynching Station
party-
right next to it is
Yeah, well,
there.
there's a.
Yeah. And so it is now illegal to harm the monster inside the refuge.
Okay,
So-
but does the monster know that? Because it's a monster and probably doesn't fucking understand
No.
that.
Whoa,
No.
don't assume it's cognitive ability, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a
All right.
water monster. It's not a squirrel.
And
Yeah.
so
You don't know.
while
Could
they're
be just a giant squirrel that got stuck in the water.
With a
it
horn
could
in
be.
his spiny back.
so
Yeah.
there haven't been any recent sightings.
Oh, no.
But theories continue.
Yeah, of course they do.
And it is hypothesized to be anything from a huge fish to an elephant seal, though none of the theories fully explain
Why
why.
would
Mostly
it
because
be an-
elephant seals are in fucking California.
I have no idea.
How would it get there?
I don't know.
Huh.
the rails,
so
Brett. It rode the rails.
So
Like a
the story ends with them protecting the monster, which I don't think we've come across that before.
We
Has
haven't.
our president repealed that yet?
No, not yet. Because it's called Whitey. He's
I'd like
probably
to
like,
frack.
oh, I like.
I want to
yeah.
frack in this river. Let's just start fracking.
Let's start fracking, but we'll protect
Everyone-
Whitey.
yeah, leave
We
White
have
all
to protect
costs.
Whitey. Big fan of Whitey.
Whitey's a good guy. He probably voted for me legally.
Nick is doing the hand motions more than. Well, oh, Dan's doing it too.
Yeah, but I'm also reading, so I'm sorry I got distracted. I'm doing
No,
like an
it's fine.
absent-minded, and
Yeah.
I know the president doesn't read often, so this is already out of character.
Yeah.
Well, how many times did it say his name?
Got him.
Because that's what matters.
So that's the story of Whitey.
Well, I can top that story.
Oh, yeah?
You? I don't know
I
if
can.
you can
Try to-
top this.
try to
river
top
monster.
that.
Here's the thing. I can because I, unlike all of you, have not told you what I'm talking about at all.
Oh, shit.
What?
This is a fucking curveball.
Curveball.
We're going to be talking about the city of Dyer, Arkansas.
Dyer, Arkansas.
Dyer.
Famous for their wolves. In Game of Thrones.
D-Y-E-R. Dyer. D-Y-E-R.
Are you sure it's not like
D-Y-E-R.
Jur, like
Jur.
like Led
Jur.
Zeppelin?
Jur.
Jur.
Rural Jur. Dyer, Arkansas. And we're specifically talking about an area on Ridge Road and Melody Lane. On this intersection, there's a hill.
Go on.
What's
Some
on this?
say
What's? Oh, don't you! I
that
swear
when
to God.
you take your car onto that hill,
no.
you can throw it in reverse and fuck with your kids. Call it a spook hill.
Oh, man.
God
also
damn
known as a
it.
gravity hill, perhaps?
Yeah, it could be
Yeah.
known as a gravity hill. Whichever one scares your kids more.
Oh, of
Yeah.
course.
That's
Gravity
really what.
scares the shit out of my kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is.
The fuck, I'm falling.
Oh my God, what's happening?
But how do I stay down?
So yeah, that is the spook hill of Arkansas.
Oh, there it is, everybody. You thought that we forgot about that bit.
God damn it.
We don't forget.
I hate.
I
hate
love it
this so much.
It's back for the very third time.
The official Spook Hill theme song.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway,
Oh, is that it?
that was
It topped it. Step aside, Whitey.
I mean, just by nature, the hill's a hill and the river's down below. It topped it.
That's it.
It had the high ground.
Topped it. Oh,
God damn it.
I guess it's also worth mentioning because it does
Yeah.
come up that
Right.
Oh, here he
Jesus
comes.
that there is at least a century's worth of Bigfoot sightings.
Yeah.
in
Little Squatch
Arkansas.
himself.
The old Squatch.
Squatch.
For those of
himself.
you still participating, pull out your Sasquatch punch cards and go ahead and punch off Arkansas.
Hang on, let me
Because,
dust off that reference from episode 3.
That's,
Guess what? They got one.
they got more than one. It has been cited. So first off, there is a statue in Bentonville commemorating a Bigfoot sighting.
Squatch.
What?
Hang on.
They have a
Home of
Squatch
Walmart
statue?
stores?
Here's
Wow.
the thing. My favorite thing is there's their Sasquatch name, because you know some states have a name
Yeah.
for their
yeah.
Sasquatches, and others just say, there's a Sasquatch sighted, whatever, who cares?
Yeah.
This one's called the Folk Monster.
Oh,
Folk
monster.
Folk,
Fuck monster.
how would you pronounce this? Fouke.
Fook.
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 The Fook
Falcon.
monster
The Fook
over here.
monster.
Yep, it's the Fook Monster.
Here in Arkansas.
The most famous is Fook. In 1971.
Wow. Same time
Whitey.
frame as
Time
Whitey.
frame.
Oh my god.
Maybe they came in on the same train.
A
Play the
Texarkana family, which I have to assume is Arkansas, Texas.
That's a
Yes.
city that is
Oh,
on the
okay.
border of Texas and Arkansas, half
Got
in,
it.
half out.
Scott Joplin's from there.
okay.
I was going to bring up that fact.
Were you?
Yeah, it was on my list, but I was like, I don't know how that's
I've
going to
been
fit
there.
in. So good job,
been
Ethan.
there? Oh, thank you.
Well,
Thanks.
apparently
There's
they
a
were
mall.
attacked by a mysterious creature. And that was actually what inspired a film trilogy called The Legend of Boggy Creek, which
I've heard of that.
I've never heard of.
Wow.
That's like a
Ever.
shitty 70s horror thing. Or like 80s, I think.
70s. What a
Yeah, maybe.
What a
or the
time.
80s.
Yeah.
A lot of mustaches.
Oh, hold on, though.
Good time
Yeah.
for mustaches.
Oh, shit. Here's a really good Sasquatch story
Okay.
from 2017.
That
Go
was like
on.
just recently.
Oh,
That was
man.
in recent memory.
A man and his sons were out camping. And
A man and his 2 sons.
I don't know how many sons. They were out camping, and they specifically did it to investigate this creature. They did it for an A&E show, and they said they encountered it. This man is the actor Rob Lowe.
What?
Rob Lowe?
From Parks and Rec?
Rob Lowe had an encounter with what he called the wood ape.
That's a
Go
fucking
on.
Sasquatch,
That's
Rob
all
Lowe.
I've got on it.
How does that story end there?
What do you mean?
I saw what ape. It's done.
Is it just someone named Rob Lowe, or is it actor
No, it is the actor
Lowe?
Rob Lowe.
I remember Rob Lowe had
Yeah.
an A&E like miniseries or
yeah,
show.
and that was what it was
I
about.
guess that was
So
yeah.
the end.
Hi, I'm Rob Lowe. These are my sons, Bob and Tob Lowe. we went to Arkansas.
Tom.
I did.
Tom Lowe.
It was better than Tom Blow.
Tom Lowe.
Anyway, we went camping, saw a Sasquatch. The end.
That's a great Sasquatch theme song.
Thank you.
Did you send me the file?
Yeah, I'll figure that out.
All right,
We'll
thanks.
extract it from the recording.
It's his intellectual property, and he wants a recording
Yeah.
of it played, not the actual
Yeah,
file.
no one has yet to say fair use, and thus you can't have it.
What if we fair used it? Would that be okay?
Yeah, but you'd have to have the file to fair use it.
Yeah. If
but
we
I
could
mean,
just
like,
get the
we
file.
recorded
you know.
on here.
Yeah, no, I
every
mean, I'll
time.
send you the file eventually.
All right, cool.
No, we won't.
He's not.
It's
ever
on
gonna
Ali
send it.
Hoopa. Do you guys use Ali Hoopa?
Is
What
that
the hell is
related to
It's the only way this app will share is
Is
by
that
putting
like
it on
an
this website, fucking
Alibaba-owned
Ali Hoopa.
thing?
That sounds like a
What sketchy
Chinese
ass- yeah.
shopping network.
Yeah, it does, but that's where it'll share to. So you guys got to make Ali Hoopa accounts, and then you can have it.
done?
You just got to
That's-
sign up with your social and you're done.
You're all set.
Just pop your social full social, not the last 4.
Yeah, of
You
course.
just got to identify you.
Yeah.
Username
That
is
makes
full
sense.
social, password,
Birthday,
mother's maiden
maiden name,
name.
Driver's
fears,
license.
driver's license.
Things you're allergic to.
right.
The street you grew up on.
Yeah.
First pet. All
First
you know,
pet.
normal
Elementary
stuff.
school, middle
Favorite
school, high
boss.
school, whatever.
Least favorite fruit for the Fruit of the Month Club. That's
Yeah.
more just because they're trying to figure out what fruit they should send more of.
Don't send
Right.
me kiwis. They're terrible. I don't
What?
get it.
Don't
You have to
send me-
peel them, buddy.
Yeah. Oh, that's what it is.
And they're also not suppository fruits. I don't know why.
Yeah. Right.
It
Yeah.
just gets stuck, man. It doesn't
Yeah.
come out.
You end up like a potato cannon.
Oh, God. All right, what else we got?
Clogs the drains. So,
That's it. We're going to end on that note. Good night, everybody.
good night, everybody. That's it.
So
We're
what's-
done here.
Do we have any
I
other?
got one. Hell
Oh.
yeah, I got one. So, hey, what's everybody's favorite campfire tale?
Ooh,
Just around here.
Um,
Man, bear, pig.
Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hated
like that one.
show. It scared the shit out of me. As
It
a
was
kid.
pretty
Great
spooky.
show.
My
What
fa-
was the name of the magician in that show? Sardo.
Zardo. Well, because he was in the
Sardo.
game. He was in the game.
There was a game?
Yeah, there was a PC game, and it was fucking terrifying.
Was it, or was it just terrible and you didn't know any better?
No, it was really fucking scary.
It was so
Because
bad.
you were in a wax
it was
museum, and
scary.
things would like come to life.
Wow.
Oh,
Look
fuck
at that.
that.
I would love to be a part of the Midnight Society.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Kind of do that.
Yeah, I know.
This
we kind
is
of
pretty
grew
much
up.
what this is.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
wow.
true. Only we say fuck a lot more than they did.
Yeah.
Which, you know, they only were allowed one per episode,
Well,
you know, being it was a children's show.
That's because we're far less Canadian than those Canucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can
This
say,
is an
was a
American-
Canadian
It was
show.
a Canadian show.
Really?
Yeah.
It was
you
like a
know
Nelvana or
Goosebumps?
something, right?
I remember.
One more time?
I think it was like Nelvana was the company.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
Canada,
Goosebumps also filmed in Canada.
Nice.
Well,
We're-
R.L. Stein, huge fan of Canada.
Yeah,
Is he?
everybody knows that.
I didn't. Oh wow.
Big
Yeah,
fan.
yeah. His he actually in the acknowledgments of all of his books writes just to Canada, and
Yeah.
Did you know in
true.
Goosebumps the movie,
Jack Black is in Did you know that?
R.L. Stein's in the movie briefly?
Well, yeah,
Is he?
well, of course he would fucking
you know
Why
what?
wouldn't he be?
I don't know what he looks like, but I always just fill him in with Al Franken for some reason.
No.
To be fair, at the time those books were big, Al Franken was a big political writer, so you
Yeah,
probably
right.
saw his face a lot
Yeah.
while in the bookstore, and now bookstores are dead, so that is an experience that
Hey,
is
and
lost.
don't tell me you don't look at Jack Black from the movie Goosebumps and look kind of see. I could see Al Franken a little bit in that. No, slick back hair, glasses looking fella.
What?
No,
No.
No.
just me.
I think it's just you. But what story are you telling us about?
Well, yeah, anyway, R.L. Stein kind of looks like Al Franken, and that's really what I.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, what I was going to talk to you guys a little bit about today is a story that I don't know if we've ever talked about before. Wink, wink. But maybe it's something that'll sound a little familiar to you.
Yeah.
What if I was to tell you that there was a lane or a stretch of road in Arkansas that was
wouldn't
kind of known
believe
as a lover's lane or a makeout point?
Oh.
Wait
you know-
a second.
Wait a minute. That's romantic.
It is romantic. And who
All
loves
those kids go up to the goddamn lane to
Oh
Nick.
yeah, and all those
Kinda.
kids are doing is they're trying to drive their '50s jalopy just so they could get up to the lane and make out with their
Wow.
best gal.
God damn it, Archie, get out of there.
God. Oh yeah. Guess what? You want to know where this fucking story starts?
Where?
Motherfucking
Texas.
Arkansas.
No.
That's
what
right.
we're talking about.
Arkansas.
Now, specifically about the makeout point story, what if I was to tell you that the hook hand story came from a fucking true crime story in Arkansas? Would that blow your mind a
I'd
little
say
bit?
you're full of shit.
Well,
yeah.
guess what,
I would knuckle
motherfucker? Here
under
we
and
go.
agree.
The hook came from a series of murders that happened in 1950s Arkansas.
Oh,
Excuse me.
shit.
It's actually, it comes from Texarkana, so
right.
calling right back to that one. I know
Wait,
we had
is
a little
it
bit of run-in
pronounced
here.
Texarkana?
Yeah, Texarkana.
That sounds really cultish, and I love it.
It
Yeah.
sounds like a place that you would go
To practice magic.
Yeah, exactly, like Texarkana University.
Like Hogwarts.
Very different
Yeah.
than the Floribama, just the bar on the border of Florida and Alabama.
And that
Texarkana
one song.
sounds really interesting.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it has like, it kind of sounds like a hex, kind of. I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? Anyway,
We could open a magic shop called Hexarkana there.
You're right.
What?
It sells itself. So
And the front part of the shop will be like, oh, look, here's how you can pull a rabbit from the hat. But we'll have a back room.
Yeah.
with
Yeah, we'll have all the-
real magic.
Where you're in
all
Arkansas.
the dried herbs and
Yeah.
crystals are, which is
Yeah.
what you need to have a real good
and
magic
incense will be constantly burning.
shop.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wait,
We'll
what
have
was
all
that last word?
Incense will be
Oh,
constantly
sorry. I got
burning.
really excited for the other Arkansas thing.
Oh
Yeah,
God.
no, not that one.
No,
Not that one.
Jesus Christ.
How dare you, Nick? We don't make fun of the people of Arkansas.
I didn't make fun of anybody.
we celebrate
Read
their
between the lines,
incest,
everyone.
if anything. We celebrate their choice.
It
as
is a
long as they're-
celebration of love.
Last time I checked, this country was free.
All right. To build a bunker and to sex with my family on it.
You know.
So anyway, in 1946, in the little sleepy town of Texarkana, there was
Great
a
town.
tale of several people being murdered by someone called the Phantom Killer. And guess what he was supposed to have looked like?
What?
Buster
Phantom of the
Bluth
Opera.
from
Nope.
Arrested Development.
Kind of, actually.
There.
He wore a bag over his head with the eye holes cut out and killed
Oh, he was a
young
Klansman.
couples. Oh, God.
I was going to say the bombastic bag
I was
man.
going to say he had a goddamn fucking hook hand.
Oh, I thought you were just
No,
telling me
no,
that the
no.
Klan's alive and well in Arkansas, which
Well,
I
yeah.
would say, yeah.
I'm not surprised by that.
Yeah.
But
He's got
anyway,
a hook hand.
Hook hand killer murdering young couples along the Lover's Lane
No.
in Texarkana, Arkansas.
Sounds like that movie I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Doesn't it?
does.
It also sounds like
They have that song Hush on it.
Right.
Yeah.
So, if you're curious and want to learn more, checking out the Moonlight Murders online
Oh,
is
shit.
the real thing.
I should have looked at. I read from the Encyclopedia of Arkansas History for mine. I
yeah,
should have
the
cited it.
Encyclopedia
Well,
Arcania.
this is from
Sorry, everyone.
thelineup.com, which is a true crime blog.
I used Bing and just read you stuff that popped up.
So there's a 1976 horror flick that came out called The Town That Dreaded Sundown, which actually came out 2 years before the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. 2 years after Texas Chainsaw Massacre and 2 years before Halloween. Like the original fucking Halloween
Right.
movie, which is
never
based
liked
on
Halloween.
this. No? Really?
No. You know what
Why?
it was? Here's what it was. Just real quick.
Not
I'm
enough
sorry.
candy.
They the score of that movie ruins that movie
Yeah.
because it doesn't kick in until he's about to kill someone. So you always knew when he was coming.
Yeah.
You always knew.
If it was still like do 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 do,
But
you're like, we're safe.
Or if there was music at all times and an occasional touch of it, but it would just be dead silent, and all of a sudden you'd hear. Dun, 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 dun,
Right.
and you're just like, oh, okay, he's about to burst into this room and kill somebody.
What if it
That was
Danny Elfman?
revolutionary at the time, Dan.
Meh.
Well, anyway, so let's talk a little bit about the Phantom Killer. So, authorities claim that he killed at least 5 people in a period of 10 weeks in 1946.
Didn't we do a radio drama on this?
We did. It was but this is actually what the radio drama was based on.
That was a good one.
Yeah, it was great.
That was the one where I played the cheeky woman.
Yeah, I was your
Great acting.
filleting you in the bed of your family, which is terrible.
I was the radio.
You were.
voice?
You were the
Yeah.
radio voice.
Yeah.
So
Good stuff.
the way that the Phantom would kill people
Yeah.
is he would approach the lovers at the lovers' lane and shine a flashlight at them, and then
Hey,
pretending
you
to be a
goddamn
cop.
kids! You got to take your
Pretend
hands
to be a
out
cop.
from underneath her
Didn't the
dress.
Zodiac guy do that?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So he would
Ted
shine
Cruz
the light
himself.
on
Ted Cruz.
them, and then
In Texarkana, it makes sense.
I'm doing a hand motion where they're connecting.
that lizard man is the Zodiac killer.
Wow.
Wow.
And
Anyway,
the Hook
Beto
Man.
O'Rourke Slayer, Ted
Yeah.
Cruz.
wow. And upon exiting the vehicle, shining his flashlight on him, he just beat the shit out of their head with the flashlight.
Oh, what the fuck?
Or a gun.
Why
No-
wouldn't
no
he
one's
use his
quite
hook?
sure.
The
He
hook
didn't have a
was for
hook.
show.
He had a fucking flashlight. The hook is the children's
distraction.
version of it. It's the
Just
red
like,
herring.
look over here. I have a hook for a
crime
head.
scene.
Stab,
Oh, here comes the hook. Here comes the hook. Bash.
Maglite.
To be fair, my dad bought a Maglite when I was a kid, and that thing absolutely could have clubbed a skull.
Oh,
in.
Oh, yeah.
absolutely.
Like,
So, yeah, there you have it, guys. The hook hand story originating in Texarkana, Arkansas.
Ted
The
Cruz was the Phantom Killer.
strikes again. That
Damn
unkillable evil vampire, Ted Cruz.
I just want to say great names. The Phantom Killer, Texarkana. Big fan of
the
all the
Fook
names.
monster.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
man, how great would it be if maybe Netflix or Amazon or Hulu or Apple or
Crackle.
Crunchyroll or Crackle made a show for us? And
Or
then we went
VRV,
there.
that new thing I just downloaded. Verve.
Verve.
Yeah. Or
Verve.
hey, Vice, maybe.
Yeah.
Hey, someone that works in New
Yeah,
York
why
that
not?
knows someone that works for Vice.
BuzzFeed.
That could be us.
BuzzFeed, we'll do it. Whatever.
Yeah. Funny or
YouTube
Die.
Red,
Funny
Nope,
or Die.
that's the thing. Not anymore.
YouTube TV,
Nope.
Nope.
but they're still doing Cobra Kai.
Nope.
Yeah, they are.
They said they're. I think pending whatever they have open right now, they're pulling out
This is
premium
exciting
content.
We'll pause there.
Wow, that's a really good discussion for the end of the episode where we're talking.
Hey, we still got a radio drama for these
That's
folks,
right, everybody.
Right, we do.
Yeah.
Buckle up.
So
everybody.
fuck off.
All right. So anyway, seriously, if you are a rep from any of these streaming services and you like the dumb shit that we do and would like to see us on location, we'll go.
Yeah.
We'll do it.
I'll be
Or
there.
if you happen to be a person that is really good at the internet and creating trends, you can make a hashtag for us.
We won't.
Kylie Jenner.
We already got the hashtag ScareBnB. Come on.
Airbnb for Apple TV. That was the,
It rhymes.
Yeah.
You don't know that one yet because I think this episode might come out before the one
Or
we're
after, we're not sure.
I don't know. Hashtag ScareBnB for Apple TV.
We can even do Scare You on Roku if Apple TV doesn't want
Scare
to play
you
along.
on Roku.
Scare you
Hey,
on
Roku, if you're out there, the board of Roku. Remember that?
Mr. Roku.
Ooh,
Actually-
Boo on Hulu.
Yeah, there we
Right.
go. Come
Yeah.
on. We got
Yeah.
loads of these.
Yeah.
Tales by the
what's one-
Campfire on Amazon Fire TV.
What's for
there we
Netflix?
go.
I've been trying to think of a Netflix.
Netflix would be Netflix and
Netflix and
Chili
Spill.
Store. Oh,
Maybe.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. There we go.
Netflix and
Thrill.
Chilling
Net-
stories.
There we go.
Oh,
we'll do
look
that.
And Spook Hill.
There you go.
Netflix and Spook Hill.
You know, we got there's the possibilities are endless when it comes to the internet, and I think that's what's great with this country.
Better Ghost Adventures.
Right.
Exactly. I actually watched a lot
Real
of those
Ghost
back to back about 3 days ago, and
Yeah.
it's awful.
It's bad.
It is so bad.
We could do
yeah.
it so much better.
They take it too seriously.
Yeah.
You could be serious and funny at the same time.
You can.
because we manage to do that
Yeah.
sometimes. Not super well.
We're not that funny.
Yeah.
We're also not that serious.
I know.
I would argue to say that we are probably, of all the shows our fans subscribe to, the cancer of their podcasts.
No.
Oh yeah, I would say so, but not a killable cancer.
No,
we're the
no.
most
Like a good
approachable. We're like
Jesus Christ.
I like to think we're approachable.
We are.
I think so.
We're folksy.
We are.
Whoa.
We're so folksy.
We
Man.
wear
Heart.
flannel. We have beards.
I have a Baja hoodie.
Look at that.
No,
Look at
now
that.
now you're becoming a coastal elite. You're throwing everybody else.
But then I'm
I
here
drive a
to bring
truck.
it back.
He
Yeah.
drives a
He's
truck.
a truck
Yeah.
guy.
Let's not talk about what I drive.
yeah, no.
that.
Yeah, your coastal elite mobile.
Yeah. What if we
it's a Prius.
we even each other? It's like a Venn diagram of
Ethan
yeah. Is in overalls?
Was almost in the Insane Clown Posse.
I was.
That's
Just
true.
like you,
That's the
everybody
voice
else
of the
listening.
people right
Yeah.
there.
So all of you juggalos out there, just remember, I
Was almost there.
I was almost there.
We're
Yeah.
super close to you.
And you know, want to know? I can't predict the future. Maybe I will be a
Yeah,
juggalo.
no.
Maybe
Maybe
you'll be
my
like
second act.
Maybe
will-
that'll be a new political
that-
party that makes sense to us.
Yeah.
The JCP.
a real common sense
Juggalo
political
Clown Party.
The ICP Super PAC.
Yeah.
Ethan can also play the banjo. That's
Yeah,
worth
I
noting.
can.
Can you play it right now for us?
Yeah. There you go.
That was
Wow, that was
wonderful.
beautiful.
Wow.
I
Thanks,
love
guys.
it.
Thanks.
Victor's absolutely going to forget to put any sound there, so this is just going to be dead silence for a second.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. I
If-
can't wait.
If it's dead silence, guys, this is a joke for all of us here. If there was dead silence in that moment, what that means is Victor doesn't actually listen to the show.
Which we know he doesn't.
But like this is us. This is me right now proving it.
Yeah.
Because I will tell him to listen for them.
Hi, Victor here. Sorry to interrupt the show. First of all, I do listen to it. Second of all, no one told me this, so I hope you enjoy these fun sound effects for the next 10 seconds or so. Back to your regular programming.
For this. And I bet it will still be silence.
I know. And he may do it on purpose.
Yeah.
And that might be funny to him.
Yeah.
Because he has the kind of weird Andy Kaufman sense of
Yeah.
humor.
He does.
or he would edit in something
That's not
Not
a
a
You're gonna
big
hear
joke.
like a subliminal, like a.
Yeah. Or in the silence, or he'll edit in right after you said that. He'd be like, "No, I did hear it.
I did hear it. I chose not to do it.
I chose not to put in a banjo."
Hey everybody, Victor here. I'm editing this in right now. Okay, bye.
Who knows what it's going to be?
Yeah.
We don't.
We
Listen
don't.
and
We're just flying by the seat of our pants doing whatever feels right.
Because we're approachable.
Yeah.
And we're a really thought out and organized internet content creator.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we
I
definitely.
I would say influencers for sure.
Yeah.
We
Oh,
have
yeah.
a blue mark on our Twitter that we put there.
Well, it's just a
Fuck yeah,
picture
we
I took
did.
of a blue screen.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's still there.
It's a check mark. Don't look
counts.
too far into
Don't.
it.
Yeah.
It
We're
counts.
fine. It
So,
counts.
that being said, we do have something special coming up for you guys. So, I hope you enjoyed our last radio drama because we've got another one. Stay tuned for what might be the most surreal adventure into the Ozarks that you'll ever take. I hope that you like 80s pop culture. Because what you're about to listen to is fucking weird. And I don't know if it's going to be funny, but it's going to be good.
Brett's so much more concerned with this one than I am. I thought it was gold.
Yeah, I thought it was really great.
It could be comedy gold. It could be a train wreck. And I like it.
Yeah.
I want it to be that. I want it to always be a toss-up.
Well, I guess before we throw to the last commercial and the last thing, I just want to say a quick thanks to our patrons. Thank you all for supporting us.
Thank
during
you.
The we'll call it the recess
Yeah.
that we went through. Thank you all so much. And again, if you are not already a patron of the show, I highly recommend that you do so because your support is what shows us that what we are doing is still worth doing. So we just want to be loved.
Yeah.
Don't get us wrong. We're gonna do it either way because we
Sure.
have fun.
We already bought the mics.
Yeah, we bought those a while ago. It's helping keep it live. That's
Yeah.
really all it is.
Yeah. Yeah, we lost some patrons recently, so we really need some people to step up.
Why would we tell them that?
No, listen.
No,
Yeah,
we're being
we're on it
honest.
up. We're
You're right.
We
rocking.
lost,
We're
we lost
approachable.
about $200, so we need a new $200 donor.
Yeah. And you could be our sugar daddy.
Oh, fuck.
We'll call you that on the air.
Yeah, every time.
Yeah.
Literally.
This episode brought to you by Sugar Daddy. Insert your name here.
We'll just
Wow,
edit
what a
that
plug.
back in.
Right?
What a
Yeah.
plug.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Who is handsome or beautiful, however you want to be
Or
called.
both.
We'll
Or
call you
both.
both handsomely beautiful
Or neither.
beautifully handsome.
Whichever.
Or 5 chili peppers.
That's right, you fucker.
5 red hot chili peppers.
All right, well, I guess to commercial then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome to 43andMe, your Arkansas DNA test site. Here at 43andMe, we are dedicated to making sure that every Arkansan citizen has the ability to trace their lineage to find themselves the right bride or husband. So sign up today at 43andMe and find out if the girl you're fancy for maybe is closer than you realized. But I'm not saying that's a good or a bad thing. That's up to you. You just want the knowledge. There's nothing wrong with knowledge. That's our slogan here at 43andMe. There's nothing wrong with knowledge. Or cousin fucking.
43andMe, where the family tree goes straight up.
I say, I am telling you, head ornithologist Sutton, this is exactly and precisely how it transpired.
But I'm telling you, Thomas Nuttall, your story is nothing but nonsense and tomfoolery. I've read your manuscript, and it can be nothing but complete and total phantasmagoria.
Please, Mr. Sutton, if only you will listen, I am sure you will understand completely.
I'm positive the only thing I will understand completely is that you should be expelled from the Academy of Natural Scientists for good. You layabout nuisance and peddler of disinformation. This is an academy, for God's sake.
I beg you to hear my tale, Mr. Sutton. It shan't take much of your time. If only you will listen to me, you may truly begin to hear what I am trying to inform you of. There is a grave danger lurking in the territory of Arkansas.
Fine. If it will make your expulsion from our academy move forward in the most expeditious manner, then yes, I will hear your tale of pure fantasy and poppycock.
A most egregious insult, Mr. Sutton. You seem to mistake me for that low-born hill person, John James Audubon.
Oh.
It was October 28th, 1819, and I was traveling through the Arkansas Territory with my erstwhile companions, a motley assortment of frontiersmen, bounty hunters, and ne'er-do-wells. I was searching for the fabled willow flycatcher, attempting to locate it before that accursed hack of an ornithologist and well-known whoreson and disreputable drunk John James Audubon could find it first. We had been stumping our way through the uncharted wilderness of Ozarkian delight in a land which would one day, in my imagination, be a pristine embodiment of the American promise, and not a backwater known for defunct piazzas of commerce and derelict carriage repair enterprises. Oh, Mr. Sutton, I remember it like it was yesterday.
Oui, mon ami, c'est the, how you say, Mont de Mons. It's how you say, is the safest and most beautiful farmland in Arkansas.
Oh, Benjamin, you certainly have a command of the Queens and this American landscape.
I can see into the heart of this land through my bifocal spectacles, and as the wind blows through my flowing yet balding hair.
Benjamin stood at over 5 feet tall, with a large pot belly, tonsured, balding yet flowing hair, with his peculiar wire-framed spectacles bridged atop his nose. His heritage was questioned by all who met him, bearing a striking resemblance to the statesman of similar name. His hailing from Paris and arrival through the Quebec Provence did nothing to discourage the rumor that he was in fact the bastard son of Benjamin Franklin. His peculiar blunderbuss rattled as he walked.
Yet I know this land holds a dark and terrible secret. I can hear it, whispered like the howling minstrel of my homeland.
Ho, 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 my little French bastard. You know I cannot tell a lie when I say that you, sir, are full of shit.
George Washington Jr. was there as well, Mr. Sutton. The son of our first president, he towered above us all, nearly 7 feet tall. His pressed red hair drawn into a flowing ponytail. His father's axe slung between his shoulders. A veritable sexual tyrannosaurus.
Oh, and you aren't? The only lie you ever told was that you could beat me in a grappling contest, you sly fucker of horses. God knows they're the only thing large enough to take it from you.
And Mr. Sutton, John Crockett was there too, father of the future statesman Davy Crockett. Crockett was a larger-than-life figure with a beard down to his chest and a scarred bald head. He agreed to act as our guide. Crockett's famed rifle was always at his side. They say he was the single greatest shot in the Western Territories.
You morons keep it quiet.
There are First Nations people here, which the United States government has yet to force relocation, and they are completely and understandably not fond of our incursion. They've been known to ask us sternly to leave.
And Mr. Sutton, Colonel Squire Boone, the ill-famed butcher of the Battle of New Orleans, with his hardcore leather eye patch, was there as well. His son Daniel would overshadow the brutality that Squire inflicted on the British. It would be like, you know, if he was based on Mel Gibson in The Patriot and threw hatchets as his signature thing, like the rest of the guys kind of had their all thing.
He's right, you know. They say strange things happen in the land near that old farmhouse.
Whatever do you mean, Mr. Washington?
Oh, you know, Mr. Nuttall. The First Nations people that live here have a certain legend about a night folk that stalk this place.
It ain't night folk. It be a bar, and I aim to kill it. Oui, bear. That is what I think they mistake it for. Je vais, how you say, will explode its skull open avec mon blunderbuss.
Again, you're a bunch of fucking morons. There is no such thing as night folk or monstrous bears. What is real is the fact that about a dozen federal cavalrymen were found hanging from the trees with their spines ripped out right around this area.
Oh my word, Mr. Boone, that is quite disheartening.
Mr. Nuttall, disheartening's not quite the right word here. Now, disembarreling, that would be more accurate.
From there, we arrived at Moss Mountain Farm. It was a brilliant little homestead with a picturesque scene of mountain's majesty. The crops the locals grew there were bountiful, yet there was something in the air that gave us a fearful fright. We asked the farm folk if we could stay overnight, but they seemed to despair at our staying. It was our prerogative to move across the river to a small islet named Beaver Island. This stretch of property was formerly owned by the First Nations tribesmen, yet it had been abandoned within the last few years. I say, my traveling companions, why has this place been so recently abandoned?
Is it disease? Perhaps it is what you call, how you say, the French disease?
Nay, you pox swine. I believe it may be more evil than what the farmer said. You can never tell with these backwater folks.
Well, if it's that bar, then I'm gonna put a bullet straight through its head.
I heard that from a trapper that they moved after their warriors began disappearing and discovered that something was stringing them up in trees.
Well, then, if that's the case, then we should have a watch to, you know, how you say, watch over us? Watch? Is it wait?
For the lack of God's sake, there's no way you're mispronouncing that word. You just said it right. Am I the only one hearing this?
All I know is that I need to beat that slack-jawed drunk of a false scientist named John James Audubon. May the false god strike him down. I shan't be beat to this punch.
Finding this bird, sir, might not take precedence over the situation. I'll take the first watch.
So, Mr. Sutton, there we were, taking refuge on the island, turned away from the quiet farmstead, knowing not if we could trust our own surroundings. We had been there scarcely an hour when Boone came across something ominous right before sundown.
Well, I think they missed something.
It is a bear? I told you I want its pelt. I've the best shot in this whole group. I've killed a dozen so far, and the last one gave me this scar.
No, a bear don't do whatever I found.
He had come across a body of one of the First Nation warriors. Something had removed his head from his torso, and most peculiarly as well removed his spine. We all gathered to see the carnage, and oh, good sir, if only it had been Audubon instead, that black mark upon all science.
Maybe we need 2 men on watch tonight. The sun is going down. Anyone else?
They have stories in England about how on the solstice that the devil comes to west mortal men. Perhaps this is the case.
Surely you cannot believe in such poppycock, Mr. Franklin. There is no such thing as the devil nor of God. I am a man of science and the Enlightenment.
There ain't no such thing as God. If there was, well, he wouldn't have let me kill all them redcoats like I did. If he was a real God, he would have answered their prayers. Whew, and I know I heard enough of them. It must have been another beast, or a warrior from another tribe.
Boone, you son of a bitch. You're really bringing my mood down.
If it bleeds, I can kill it. I'm not letting you have the first shot, Franklin. I'll stand watch with Boone.
You know, my father told me a story once, from the war. He had heard stories about a particularly vile Hessian who killed over a dozen of my father's men on the battlefield. He had a particularly nasty habit of calling them into a single combat and hacking them to death on the battlefield with a two-handed axe. My father hated it, but agreed to pay any man that could end him at Trenton a bonus of a new rifle and a handful of colonials. While they were on the boats crossing the Delaware, he could hear a commotion taking place. Something terrible was happening. When the volunteers made their way to the camp, they found him. He had been disemboweled and his head was missing. The rest of the Hessians thought it was us. Von Steuben told him they surrendered because they thought my father's army would do the same to them.
I think that I had heard this about, how you say, the headless Hessian before. They were terrified of your father.
Father always wondered who killed him. No one ever collected the bounty.
Well, this sounds like a challenge, boys. Washington's bounty.
We settled in for the night on the solstice, wondering what the absent god or devil would lay before us. I hoped beyond anything I would be able to capture that damned bird before Audubon could drag himself out of the low-rent, poxed horse bed in which he constantly dwells. It all started, Mr. Sutton, with the roar of Crockett's rifle just after midnight. The moon shone a bright red and full in the sky, like the unblinking eye of our absent god.
God damn it, Crockett!
I saw it. I know I
What's
fucking
going on?
saw it. How'd you not see
Fired
it,
that
Boone?
round.
Crockett thinks he saw something. He fired around at something in the dark.
I saw a creature or a man. I'm not sure. There is something here, you inbred retard.
Whoa, Franklin. I don't think you can say, oh shit, he's right! Whatever you are, you ugly motherfucker, show yourself!
Oh, false god! Oh, false god! Where is it? What is this creature? Oh, heavens! False heavens! We could be the ones that discovered it before. Audubon.
I see, the creature.
Oh shit, Boone, look out!
There it is. I can barely see it. It's like it's a part of the night.
Well, that hit something.
Oh, frictional Jesus Christ! And your absent.
And there it was, Mr. Sutton, shimmering in the darkness. A creature or a man, I will never be sure. The blood that Squire Boone's tomahawk drew from it was a bright green and hissed in the night air. I watched the shimmer form lift him from the ground and eviscerate him from perineum to chest. His entrails spilled forward like a butchered pig.
Jefferson's balls, did you see that?
Oh, fuck. It has a helmet. Why does it have a fucking helmet? Oh, come on, you ugly son of a bitch. Come on!
Suddenly, its fantastical shimmer disappeared, and I saw it plain as the fact that John James Audubon has no scientific merit or any shred of human dignity. Crockett's round had dented the creature's helmet right above the right eye, and I could tell that it had the flowing dreadlocks of a neat...
I'm going to stop you right there before you say that, even though it is period appropriate.
Franklin, draw it close. Blow a hole in it with your blunderbuss, and I will finish it with my father's axe.
Come on, do it, come on, kill me, I'm right here, kill me, do it now, kill me.
The blunderbuss roared to life, casting a bright firelight across the creature, its mouth agape like an ancient cephalopod from the deep. It held in its hands a weapon that looked like a spear. The blunderbuss piped through its scaled armor, but it did not slow it down. It drove the spear straight through Benjamin Franklin's stomach and hoisted him straight into the air, a battle standard planted firmly in the ground, Franklin screaming as he died. Oh, false god! Oh, fuck! Oh, no! Oh, George, help me! Help me, George! He's coming this way!
Nuttall! Run to my chopper!
And that's what he called his father's axe, you see. That was not just a hastily added line. Save me, false god! This is decidedly not smashing!
You're almost here! He's slowing down! Come here, you ugly motherfucker! I see you now, Nuttall! Down!
George Washington Jr., a towering example of a man, the sexual Tyrannosaurus himself, landed such a tremendous blow upon the creature's brow that I could have sworn it would have cleaved a normal man's skull in twain down to his shoulders. The axe stuck in the creature's skull and it stumbled feebly.
How do you like that, you piece of shit? Nuttall, finish it. This ends now.
Oh, fictional god and non-existent heaven, guide my shot. My shot took it through the chest. It staggered briefly before locking eyes onto George Washington Jr. It clicked something in its human-like hand, and a fan of blades appeared. It flicked its wrist, embedding the strange thrown weapon into Washington's neck. The big man did not even see it coming as he was roaring in triumph. The creature fell with an audible thud, axe still embedded deeply into the skull as Washington collapsed to his knees, blood pouring down his laced-up front shirt. George, no! You can't die! You simply can't! This nation needs you! Don't bleed out on me, please, no!
Bleed out? I simply don't have time to bleed.
The creature let out a final ragged gasp, and I could swear that it was almost a laugh, Mr. Sutton. A strange noise emitted from his collapsed form, an almost chirping sound that began to grow faster.
Go, Nuttall. Go, I am finished.
George, I can't just leave you.
You're not leaving me. Father, I'm coming. The Grand Temple of Masons will take me upon open arms. I'm finding my own way home. Nuttall, you find that fucking bird. Father? Father, are you proud?
And with that, he collapsed. The chirping grew faster, and I began to run. I ran as fast as my legs could take me. When I began to gasp for air, I looked back to see the most ghastly of explosions. It was as if the battery on a capital ship had opened fire all at once. A grave whooshing took me over and slammed my head into a rock. I awoke what I believe was 1 or 2 days later.
Well, that was quite the story, Mr. Nuttall.
And every word of it true. I swear on the name of science.
And none with you can corroborate this, sadly.
My companions, how could they? They're all dead. They can't corroborate.
Still, it was quite the novelty.
Well, Mr. Sutton, how is this for corroboration?
Is this a helmet? What alloy is this? This must be a forgery.
You know what I believe, head ornithologist Sutton? I believe I shall take leave of this foul, bedeviled country. I need not your lack of belief in evidence most firm. Perhaps one day you shall come around.
I appreciate your time, Mr. Nuttall, but I must reject your desire to have this creature classified under the designation Predatoris natalis. There's simply nothing more I can say on the matter.
Then I shall leave you alone, good sir, and I say I shall return to my homeland. I leave you with the parting words of my dear friend's father. It is better to be alone than in bad company, you ugly motherfucker.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how the Academy of Natural Sciences in Philadelphia came to possess the Predator helmet, which is still today the crown jewel of their collection of natural science and inspired the 1987 Hollywood hit, Predator, starring Carl Weathers. Of course, Nuttall's story was considered so fantastical that even the men involved were lost to the annals of history. I don't even think there was a George Washington Jr., do you?